Good day, everyone. It's another new week and another go at the financial markets. My name is Richard, a finance researcher at Nirvana. So, today we're going to be looking at the financial markets across assets in stocks, indices, currencies, crypto, and commodities. Let's get to it. I'm going to be having a quick run through on my swing watch list. I just have four assets as of today, Monday, the beginning of the week. Going to be having a quick run through of this assets and why they are my focal points for the start of the week. So the first asset I have right now is GBPJPY. Currently on this trade, interestingly, and I'm hopeful it gets to this up Bolinga, which is basically where my TP was set. I've moved to break even. Entry point was here, and it's still looking good, bullish as of today, Monday, having decent push upward, and basically confirmation on this asset was also supported by my yearly FIP fan. So you can see the rejection here. Let me zoom in a bit. Retracement was done, and then very good rejection done here at this point, at this zone here on the daily. So still bullish. Hopefully, there are some very good setups coming up on the GBP/JPY assets for the intraday trades. So the next I have on my list is US30. US30 is giving an interesting bullish setup. And why I also have it on my list is due to the fact that the fundamentals still support or are currently supporting an upward move on this asset, whereby the US government is progressively looking to end its long running shutdown, and then traders are betting that this will take effect very soon, and the stock markets in the US economy are looking good. This price action on the daily gives me a very good confirmation. This fib level rejection also supports that. So potentially looking for this asset to do a decent retracement. I'm not on this trade, but hopefully it does. Decent retracement basically to this candlestick that formed on Friday on the daily gives me a very good retest of this fib level, and gives me a very good confirmation back to the upside, so I'm able to maximize my risk to reward. So also a very interesting asset to look out for the intraday if you are all about that vibes. For smaller time frames. So here we have US30 for on my indicator list, where I have my moving averages, and you can see this very good setup for me. I'm going to see how this plays out basically today and tomorrow, and potentially make a call on this asset, US30. The next on my list is NASDAQ, US 100. Still having the same sentiment as with the US30. The US tech NASDAQ is also giving me that same sentiment, whereby on the daily, very good, very interesting rejection on this candlestick here, and very interesting fundamentals supporting that narrative. And then finally on my list for the start of the week, Monday, is Nikkei. So Nikkei is basically overbought on the weekly, which is why I'm a bit skeptical about entering this trade. But some decent retracement has played out last week, and we can see back on the daily, it's looking like it wants to retest this upside and possibly create an all-time high again for the assets. So GBP/JPY looking good. Hopefully it gets to this point for a very good TP play out. US30, hopefully it gets to this point for a potential all-time breakouts for these assets, and also due to the fact that its fundamentals support these assets basically for this week. I'm speaking about the US federal government shutdown, which positive talks are currently ongoing or potentially ongoing for a very positive outcome to that end. And then next, Nasdaq, same sentiment as with the US 30, and then finally Nikkei. So I'm going to pull up the gold charts, gold, silver, and basically speak to my sentiment towards um, these very interesting commodities. Gold looks to be bullish. I'm not going to lie. This is really setting me up um, very strong towards a bullish sentiment for gold. But it's not playing out my setup, and the rules are rules. I have to respect that. Gold looking very bullish this coming week. Looks to have broken out from this ranging vibes it was giving throughout last week, and wants to move to the upside. Same fundamentals that supports US 30 and US tech are basically what is driving the narrative for a gold surge right now. Silver, of course, following is twin brother gold to the upside. Silver even moving very sharply. So if I were an intraday trader, or if I were working with an intraday setup for the day, I'm definitely going to be bullish on this asset. So gold, silver, bullish, but I I can't find, or there's basically no swing confirmation for me to get into this trade on this assets, gold and silver for the swing. Basically going to do setups. I'm looking at doing setups for the intraday, smaller time frames on this asset. So gold and silver definitely bullish. You guys should keep it in mind as this week plays out. And then the other assets we have on the swing, like I mentioned earlier, GBP JPY. Let me stretch out this charts. GBP JPY, US 30, Nasdaq, and Nikkei 225. Pay very good attention to these assets for this week on the bullish and upward trajectory. Have a great week. Thank you for hanging in there, and do well to follow us across all socials and join our community as we look towards a very profitable week ahead. All right, so that's week, everyone. Thank you for your time. Do have a great week. Do have a profitable week. Don't forget to follow us across all socials as we are geared towards becoming more profitable. See you next week.